Hello, welcome everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we are doing the worksheet. It's a part 2 as we are resuming it. This is the worksheet on linear equations. Last time it was at KS3 level and here we are doing some harder GCSE questions. So let me resume these. This is again either you can cross multiply or directly multiply both the sides by 2z. It will give you 3x minus 6 equals 5 into 2, 10z. Now, this is finding the value of x. So, here if the variable z is on one side remaining there, it's completely fine. It's not necessary that every time you will get only constants and no another variable. Here the question is to solve for x. So x should be alone on one side. We have to isolate x and rest of the numbers and the variables will be on other sides. That means I will transpose 6 on to right hand side. 3x is equals to 10z plus 6. Or divide both the sides by 3 equals 10z plus 6 over 3. Final answer is 10z plus 6 over 3. Now, for the next one, again, I would say multiply both the sides by y plus 4 or cross multiply. This is the variation where you will find the variables on both the sides. So in my second video of solving linear equation, I have explained these types of variation. So you need to go over if you are not aware of these. So 4y plus 8 is equals to 2 times y plus 4. Now from here, from question 2, it's the GCSE type of questions. This type of questions you can easily find in GCSE papers. So this type of questions are more important for you to go over and to do some kind of practice. Now I need to expand the bracket on right hand side. So 4y plus 8 equals 2 times y, 2y, and 2 times 4 is 8. Transposing 2y onto the left hand side and 8 onto the right hand side. You will get 4y minus 2y and 8 minus 8. 2y equals 0 and dividing both the sides by 2, you will get y equals 0. So that's our answer. Now, for the next one, again we have fractions on both the sides, and if we have fractions on both the sides, do the cross multiplication, it will go up there, it will go up there. That means 9 will be with 5x plus 5 and 4 will be with 6x minus 3. Now expanding the bracket, 9 times 5 is 45x plus 9 times 5 is 45 equals 6 times 4 is 64x minus 4 times 3 is 12. Now as you have variables and constant on one side and variables and constants on another side, rather than adding 1 to both the sides, subtracting 3 to both the sides, if we have complicated things, always go for either cross multiplication or transposing. In this case, I will do transposition. That means variable will be on one side, transposing 64x onto the left hand side and transposing 45 onto the right hand side. This will give you 45x minus 64x equals minus 12 minus 45. I know it's a bit messy. I think it would be better if I'll write it here. 45x minus 64x equals minus 12 minus 45. Negative 19x equals negative 57. And x is equals to, dividing both the sides by negative 19 minus 57 over minus 19, which is x is equals to finally 57 over 19, which is 3. So here x is 3. Now here, multiplying both the sides by 7x plus 2 or cross multiplying, I will get my answer as 6x is equals to negative 8 times 7x plus 2. 6x equals 8 times 7 is negative 56x plus minus 8 into 2 is minus 16. Transposing 56x, negative 56x onto the right hand side, this will become 62x equals negative 16, and dividing both the sides by 62, it will be negative 16 over 62. On simplifying or dividing numerator and denominator by 2, I will get x equals negative 8 over 31. Now this is a variation where you will get fractions and numbers, like three different two fractions, one number. So in that case, we need to separate out all the numbers and all the variables on one side. So numbers and numbers on one side. So I need to transpose 3 over 5 onto the right hand side. So 9y over 3 equals 6 minus 3 over 5. Now we cannot add or we cannot subtract if we don't have the denominator same. So if you want to make the denominator same, you have to find the LCM. 6 is an integer. That means the denominator of the integer is 1. So it's actually 6 over 1. So LCM of 1 and 5 is just 5. So I need to make 6 over 1 5. That means the denominator should be 5. So need to multiply it 5 and by 5. So my answer would be, I'm writing it here, 9y over 3 equals 30 over 5 minus 3 over 5. Well, 9 over 3 is 3y, and this will be 27 over 5. Dividing both the sides by 3, I'll get y is equals to 27 over 15. Well, this can further be simplified as if I divide it by 3, I will get it as 9 over 5. So x is 9 over 5. This is the combination where we have more than one or more than two fractions, and all the fractions are of variable. They contain the variable. That means I need to add them all up, and adding fractions or subtracting fractions requires to make the denominator same. So the denominator, the common denominator of 2, 5 and 7 is 70. So I need to make each one of them as 70. To make 70, like if I want to make 2 the 70, I need to multiply it by 35, and same goes with numerator. For 5, I need to multiply 14. 14 for 7, it should be 10, and it should be 10. So this will become, if you think my speed is a little faster, you can just repeat it. That's the advantage of the recorded session. You can go over it. So if you think, because I think at this point you are already aware what to do, as I already mentioned that you have to see the videos, the theory videos, and then practice the worksheets. If you are not able to do the worksheets, then you have to come and see the video to get the answers. Well, I'm trying to maintain a pace. Well, okay, so now after taking the LCM of all the denominator, which is 70, this is 35 into 2, 35 into x is 35x. Then it's 14x, and then it's 10x equals 14. Up there, I need to add 35 plus 14 plus 10. This will give me This is 59x over 70 equals 14. Now cross multiply or multiplying both the sides by 70, I will get 59x equals, I know it's a bit messy, 14 into 70. Now x equals 14 into 70 over 59, which is finally equals to, this is 980 divided by 59. So our final answer is, here I'm writing x equals 980 over 59. Moving on to the next question. This is the last one, and then the word problems will be starting. So again, it's a pair, or it's a type of variant where you will find more than two fractions. So I need to separate out all variables and all constants on one side, and fortunately already they are sorted out. So we just need to make LCM, find LCM and make denominator same. So denominator of 5 and 4 is 20. So I need to multiply it with 5 and this with 5, it with 4 and this with 4. So this will be 15x over 20 plus 16x over 20 over 6 over 30. So adding it up, I will get 31x. I'm just writing up here, 31x over 20 equals 6 over 13. If you have fractions on both the side, do cross multiplication like this. So this will be 13 into 31x is 403x equals 6 times 20 is 120. And x is finally dividing both the sides by 403. You will get it as 120 over 403. And that's your final answer. Now moving on to the word problems. Like these are very simple. Question 3, 4, 5 are pretty simple. It says write the equation and solve 1 over 6 of a number is 42. We have to find the equation and solve it. If 1/6 of a number is 42, what is the number? See. Now question 3, write the equation and solve 1/6 of a number is 42. What is that number? So we know, simple, what will be the equation? There is a number x. Right, they're going to solve 1/6 of a number is 42. X is some number. The 1/6 of that number is actually 42. This is first and important thing is forming the equation, and then it's solving. So solving part we have already done. That means multiplying both the sides by 6. X will come out to be 42 into 6, which is finally 252. The next, write the equation and solve 1/12 of a number is 56. Again, it's quite same. That means there is a number and the 12th of that number, that is x divided by 12, is 56. Obviously, it says 1/12 of a number x. They have already mentioned the number is x, and 1/12 of it is 56. So dividing both the sides by 12, I will get 56 into 12, which is 672. So answer is 672 is that number. Write the equation and solve 20% of a number is 69. There is a number. Whenever something, there is a boy, the age, the number, but that's not mentioned. So you just have to use x for it. The unknown is always x. Here, the number is unknown. We don't know the number, what that number is. So just assume it to be x. So 20% of that number, so 20% of x is 69. So we know how to calculate percentage. That means x into 20 over 100. This is how we can calculate a percent of any number is equals to 69. So 20x over 100 is on simplification. I will get x over 5, which is 69. And finally, multiplying both the sides by 5, I will get x equals 345. So the number is 345 and the 20% of that is 69. So what is q? So basically actually they have assumed that number to be q. So yeah, in place of x I can write q. Q, Q, Q and Q. 1/5 of the length of a stick is 6 centimeter. What's the length of the stick? N. Say, there is a stick N. They have already mentioned the variable, so we need not to assume it. There is a stick which is of length N. 1/5 of that is 6 centimeters. That means simply N over 5. The 1/5 of N is 6. Multiplying both the sides by 5 and is equals to 30. These are very simple word problems. Write the equation and solve. I'm thinking of a number. If 50 is subtracted from it, the result is 38. Find the number if it is. See, so there is a number y. It says find that number if we have to assume that number be y. So I'm thinking of a number which is y, and if 50 is subtracted, y is a number, and when I'm subtracted 50 from it, result is 38. It's simple. It's a very simple equation to solve. Y is equals to 38 plus 50, which is 88. So answer is 88. Next, write the equation and solve. A number x diminished by 44 is 60. What is the number x? So there is a number x and it's diminished by 44. Diminished, that means we are subtracting it. So x minus 44 is equals to 60. So x equals 60 plus 44, which will give me 104. So answer is 104. To find the equation and solve it, 30 less than a number is 50. So there is a number x and 30 less than that number is actually 50. So x is 80, and that's the simplest. Basically they have mentioned it to be m. So yeah, I can assume it to be m. So this was all about this worksheet. If you need one-on-one live online classes or group classes, just email us at exactacademy@gmail.com. We provide classes from year 1 to year 13 for all the subjects, and classes are starting at just £5 per hour. So just mail us, and that's it for today. Thank you. Have a great day.